together. Zeroid KTM, OneIndustryMotoman.com. Moto1 winner, give it up for Kevin Benoit! Wow. Hey, look at the smile. It says it all, Kevin, buddy. You got yourself a good start. The tough competitors didn't get a great, but you know what, man? It didn't matter. You were on your own. You did a good thing. Congratulations, man, and welcome back. Full tank. It's out of the 77 Chevy. Full tank. 5 minutes? 240. Nice. Getting spinners next week or what? He's gonna have a button.
We were pretty prepared for this weekend. We did a lot of testing and a lot of just getting ready for it. Just learned the track was a little different, and it was so smooth. I was out there first practice, and it was almost like it wasn't even really worth it. I was just making sure I tried some different lines, really saw how some outsides were, and went out for qualifying, and I was so nervous. I don't know why. First lap, I was like, oh, I was so nervous, and then next thing I know, I'm just pounding out a good lap, and the nerves are gone, and I was just searching to get one nice clean lap in. By the time the race came around, I knew how fast I was. I knew I was in the top 10 for lap time speed, so I figured I'd just hopefully get a good start and just ride my own race and just not worry too much about the big name guys. I mean, I started beside Benoit and Nicky Beattie, so I know Nicky Beattie's a racing friend, and Benoit is, look up to him, and didn't really bother me too much, so I had a pretty good start. I think probably by the third lap I was around 15th, and then this guy right in front of me got so sketchy. He was swapping out huge in the roller section, and I tried getting away from him because I'm like, this guy's gonna wad up huge. And next thing I know, I'm just getting around him and just hooks, and then I like kind of went off the track and hit like where the flagger stands and just went over the bars, and that's when my shoulder just popped right out, and just toughed it out. Was on the way to the hospital, and it kind of just found its way back in. It was instant relief. I couldn't have been happier when it went back in. It was so painful when it was out. Tried to get it back up to 100% for Walton. So lots of rest, and good old moto mom / nurse, she'll get me going good. So I got no worries for Walton. We'll be ready and strong.
No, 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 no.
Second overall, here we are, MXP, Gopher 2, Barber 1. They worked hard out here on a rough.
the pass on the last lap. He's going to get second overall on the day. Put your hands together for OTSF Rockstar YamahaMotorBand.com. Give it up for Bobby Canary! Home team, home base. All these guys are happy. The digger there, give it a slap. Give it up for GDR Rebel TLD Honda Gopher Dunes, Mr. Tyler Medallia! A great sponsor of the series, a great team, also leading against California. Give it up for Matt Gerke, everybody! Matt Gopher Dunes, give a round of applause here, folks. One more time, first spot, Tyler Medallia. Second spot, Bobby Canary, and your winner, Matt Gerke. Solid day here at the Dunes. Get your photos. To do it out here, the Pro Nationals cracking that out. Spraying the crowd. Oh yeah, Bobby K doing a good job. And there you have it, folks. We wrap it up. The top three boys. Oh, there we go. One more bottle going on. All right. Great job. Handshakes. That's the top part of the sport right there. Gets your workmanship for all these guys. Thank you so much, Bobby. Thank you, Matt. Congratulations, you guys. There you have it, folks. The 2012 Gopher Nationals only books once again. It was hot as hell, rough as hell, and we had three of the best riders once again out here in the box. Thank you to each and every one of our running sponsors. Support them when you get a chance. We appreciate it. And without every one of you, we would be nothing. The passion for the sport really shows here at Gopher Dunes, and we appreciate every one. Thank you, fans. Get home safe. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Take it easy. We'll see you next year. My name is Ryan Gauld. I'm from Guildford, Ontario, just south of Barrie. I am the editor of MXP magazine and also the host of the live and radio show here for the CMRC Monster Energy Motocross Nationals. We just wrapped up round number 5 here. Gopher Dunes, arguably one of the toughest tracks here in Canada. What we saw today was some good racing, but a lot of boring stuff. Both MX1 motos, Matt Gerke ended up winning by close to a minute in both of them, which is pretty cool to see from a passionate side of the sport. But from a fan side, it was real tough because you don't want to see guys way ahead and doing that kind of thing. But very cool to see Matt dominate the way he did. He's obviously wearing that red plate for a reason, and he showed it plenty today. And behind that stuff, MX2, you got to see some pretty good battling with Jeremy Medallia and Teddy Mayer. Teddy Mayer also wearing the red plate. The Monster Leading Edge guys are dominating, which is cool because it's a Monster Energy Motocross series, so that's always good to have your sponsors happy that way. But we got great weather. Frank and the crew, the Schuster family with Diggs and everybody, they did a great job with the track. We didn't get that super crazy hot weather like it was last year, so that was kind of probably good for the riders. Had a bunch of track changes this year compared to last year. The start was different. It was really cool what they did in the back section with the staging for everybody, keeping it in the shade. You know, really, it just kind of shows how passionate they are and really helping the riders. You know, there's a racer behind the course. It's not just some guy looking to make a buck, which is cool, and that's what the Schusters are all about. People that are definitely coming through the ranks or people that are stepping it up in the program here, especially at the pro level, you got to keep an eye on guys. We just interviewed him actually for fun there. Gavin Graysick, one of the nicest guys in the pits, got a 5th today, you know, and he's one of those guys that can feed off that and really build maybe as the year's starting to end, and I've seen him in years past race all these races that are coming up and do really well. Another good privateer on a Cowie, Morgan Berger is a kid in the States coming up and supporting our series. MX2 guys, I'm really happy to see what Richard Gray did today. Also Dylan Kalin, like really young talent. These kids are like 21, 22 years old. They don't like chicks. They just sit and hang out and train and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? They're super focused, and so the future of the sport's looking good. I really like to see the KTM guys step it up while the MX1 boys, Jeremy Medallia is doing a great job, but the MX1 boys just seem, I don't know, man, a lot of money got spent this year and a lot of things happened and it doesn't really working out, and I know how the sport's tough and all that stuff, and we can make excuses to talk all day long about it, but at the end of the day, when the motors are done, you want to see better finishes than what they're getting right now. So looking for the KTM boys to really step it up here in the last 8 motos of the season. As we head to, you know, we got St. Julie, Moncton, Santa Lee, and Walton, so we got kind of a whole bunch of different types of tracks as well coming up. So you might see guys like a Bobby Canary win again like in Calgary did from the hard pack, and then Santa Lee, obviously Matt Gerke's going to have the upper hand, and then we finalize it at Walton, man. The greatest part of our sport in Canada, the culmination of everything. Every amateur's coming to it, and the cool part about it this year is that there's a ton of amateurs from the west to the east going, which we're going to see actually get released here very shortly. The list of the best, it truly is going to be a national event. I'm a huge part of it. I enjoy it, and I can't wait to see what spits out of it this year for the future down the sport. You know what I mean? I'm one of the announcers here doing it, and I just love watching it, and I can't wait to see the guys that I see at Pro Walton, and then the guys all during the amateur, the ones that I'm going to be announcing down the road. It's going to be a good end to 2012, and just keep having fun, man. That's what it's all about in motocross. The CMRC Monster Energy Nationals have got tons of supporters. Obviously the main ones, motovan.com, royaldistributing.com, and Monster Energy. Those three guys right there are just super passionate. They just deliver the goods to us and help support our series. The CMRC, Mark Stellybrass and Jan Stellybrass, they're the runners of it. You know, sometimes they piss me right off, but guess what, man? They're the ones laying it all on the line, taking all the risks. You know what I mean? And they're the ones that are really making the sport grow to what it was years ago when I was a kid, which was nothing, to what it is now. And you know, we got attitudes out here that think this is nothing, man. If they imagine what it was when I was a kid, like in the early 90s or 80s, and it was scrap. It was going nowhere, and we've got something to stand on, you know what I mean? We've got an extra leg. There's a lot of power behind this thing, and it's something that's maybe a bit stagnant, but it can only go up from here because there's a lot of passion behind it and a lot of hard-working people. I got to give a big props to Brett Lee, Brian Coster, Mark Travers for all the hard work they do, the Hills production crew that do our TV series, all the staff that are behind, like Wendy and Lisa, and the West girls there that support, and oh God, the Walton crew, and I mean, then I got lots of people that support me. You know, I mean, there's so many people that you can thank. You don't want to miss them all and stuff like that, but they know who they are, because on days like this, right now, they're tired of shit. They're covered in dirt, and they're going, you know, we had a great day, another solid day of motocross racing, and what the hell else was I gonna do? Did I go on the freaking boat or whatever? No, man, I want to be at the track and hang with my friends and talk about dirt bikes and look at chicks and bikinis and drink beers and shit like that. You gotta have fun with it, man. That's the best part about this sport. Meeting all these wicked people, giving free shit away, being up on the podium, seeing all those wonderful sponsors to help us out and giving away, and that's what it's all about, and that's all that matters to me. You know, I've been doing this sport a lot of years, met a lot of people, and I met a lot of people who like to take advantage of stuff and want to rip people off or screw around and say they can do this and not do that. And I met this Outlaw crew this past winter, and I gotta say that these boys are doing it all hard. There's nothing behind it. They ain't getting rich. They picked a sport where there's not a lot of money in it. It really comes from what's inside of them, and you can really tell from the production that you see when it comes in on video and the YouTube channel and stuff like that. Outlaw Productions really knows what they're doing. And like I said, the best part about it is they're not in this to be a millionaire. They're in here to support the sport, and that is aces in my book right there. So Outlaw Productions, that's all they do is kick ass.